This is Space Heroes, Stargazers, citizen scientists, astronauts, engineers, and explorers. Welcome aboard the cosmic journey. In this first episode, we're lighting up your airwaves with tales that are out of this world. Today, we'll look back to where it all began, the dawn of space stations, and we'll meet the heroes who turned orbit into humanity's second home. Disha takes us through the story of India's first astronaut, Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, and Sukhdeep brings us right into the present inside China's Tiangong, the heavenly palace. So buckle up, get ready for liftoff, and remember, in the universe of space heroes, everyone's got a seat in our spaceship. Welcome to Space Heroes. I'm Frederic Eger, your host, and joining me today are my co-pilots, Disha Suryawanshi and Sukhdeep Singh. How's the excitement level, Disha?
It's through the roof, Fred. I mean, this is where it all started. The dream of living beyond Earth. We are talking about the pioneers who showed us it was possible.
Same here. It feels surreal that we are about to dive into stories of actual space heroes. These are not just astronauts, they are people who carried the hopes of entire nations on their shoulders.
Exactly, and before we jump into those personal stories, let's rewind to set the stage. The year is 1971. The Soviet Union launches Salyut 1, the very first space station in history. It wasn't a huge space station, about the size of a bus inside, but it was humanity's first apartment in orbit.
Imagine that, just 200 miles above Earth, circling the planet every 19 minutes. That means astronauts on board saw 16 sunrises and sunsets in a single day.
Oh, that's a lot of vitamin D and sunglasses.
Exactly, and while Salyut 1 was small and cramped, it was historic. It proved humans could live and work in space for extended periods. Fast forward to 1986, and the Soviets outdid themselves with Mir, the first expendable modular station. It was like a Lego, it set in the sky, growing piece by piece for 15 years.
And it wasn't just science. Mir was a symbol of cooperation. Astronauts from 12 different countries visited. They grew the first flowers in space, making it humanity's highest garden.
Yeah, and from these foundations, the world started dreaming bigger. And that's where our first hero comes in. Tell us more about this space hero, Disha.
Let's jump to 1984, April 3rd to be precise. For India, it was a date written in the stars. Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma became the first Indian citizen to travel into space. He flew aboard the Soviet Soyuz T-11 spacecraft. Docking with Salyut 7, he wasn't there for just a quick look around. He spent nearly 8 days, 7 days, 21 hours, 40 minutes to be exact, floating in the orbit.
8 days, that's a long cosmic camping trip.
That's true, Fred, but it was no vacation. He performed 43 experiments ranging from biomedical research to material science. And here's something special. Rakesh Sharma pioneered yoga in space, every day strapped down so he wouldn't float away. He performed 5 yoga asanas. This helped him maintain muscle strength and balance in zero gravity.
Oh, yoga in orbit. And next level mindfulness. Imagine meditating while literally floating above Earth.
Exactly. And then came the moment every Indian remembers. When Prime Minister Indira Gandhi asked him how India looked from space, he replied with those immortal words, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara,
Hindustan.
better than the entire world. That one line gave goosebumps to millions back home.
Yeah, I still get the chills when I remember these words, although I was something like 10 years old.
Yeah, and it wasn't just words. Sharma brought real contributions. With multi-spectral cameras, he photographed over 60% of India's terrain from orbit. That data saved at least 2 years of aerial survey work. He even spotted a forest fire in Burma, relaying the information to minimize damage.
So he wasn't just an astronaut, he was a scout, a scientist, and a guardian.
Yes, right, Sukhdeep. And of course, he carried a taste of home into space. Indian dishes like pulao, aloo chole, and suji halwa were packed for the mission. His Russian crewmates loved it. Space diplomacy through food. What could be better?
Brilliant. A hero who carried science, culture, and pride into orbit. Thanks, Disha. Now let's tune in to the present and China's station. Sukhdeep, the mic is yours.
From India's historic leap, let's fast forward to 2021. Enter Tiangong, China's very own space station. The name means Heavenly Palace, and it's fitting. It's a sleek, modern, modular station made up of three sections working together like a space transformer. Tiangong can host three astronauts at a time for 6 month missions. It has cutting edge life support systems, and my favorite detail, its own robotic arm. Think of it as R2D2 floating outside, fixing and building the station in orbit.
Yes, the ultimate handyman in space.
Exactly. But beyond the tech, the symbolism is huge. By building Tiangong, China joined the very exclusive club of nations to have their own permanent stations in orbit. It shows that space exploration is no longer limited to just one or two powers. It's becoming a truly global adventure.
And it's important because each new station builds on the lessons of the past, from Salyut to Mir to Rakesh Sharma's pioneering mission, and now Tiangong. They all bring us closer to a permanent human presence in space.
And let's not forget, these stations are not just science experiments floating above us. They have given us cleaner water purification systems, new medicines, stronger materials, and even farming techniques that help us grow food in harsh environments.
So while they orbit far above, the impact felt right here on Earth.
Yeah, exactly. And looking ahead with Russia planning a new advanced station by 2030 and private companies dreaming of space hotels, the future of living in low Earth orbit is closer than we could think. From Salyut 1 to Mir, from Rakesh Sharma's trailblazing mission to China's heavenly palace, this is just the beginning of humanity's greatest adventure to the final frontiers of space.
The stars don't feel so distant anymore. They are becoming part of our neighborhood.
And maybe one day our next address.
And that's a wrap for this very first episode of Space Heroes. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back soon with more cosmic legends, more untold stories, and more reason to keep reaching for the stars. Stay curious, keep looking up, and until next time, these are your hosts, Disha, Sukhdeep, and Fred, signing off from right here on Earth, but dreaming big among the stars.